What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have war number 10 against the HC family. This one's Armageddon. I do have quite a number of friends over there, so shout out to each and every last one of you guys. Best of luck in the rest of your season. This is going to be a interesting team that I'm going to be bringing in. We did have a little small hiccup with Iceman, but they did fix him, so we're going to be bringing in Iceman. And thank you, Kabam, for the swift fix. We're going to be bringing in Terrax. Can't wait. And Longshot. So hashtag Rise of Terrax, you guys already know. We're going to start off on path 7 here. We got Fat Boy. That is a rank 5. Last time I did this fight with Sunspot, I almost died against Jabari. This time I know I'm going to sacrifice a lot of damage, or excuse me, a lot of health, I should say. We're going to do a lot of damage, but we're going to lose a lot of health. So you can see here on max boosted, I did throw on a 12%er for extra damage, and the idea just is to take him down before he takes me down. It's really that simple. You want to bait out special ones like normal when you face Fat Boy. I do go with a combat regen, and that is simply because I know I'm going to be taking a substantial amount of damage. He has a little over 200,000 health, nothing crazy. I mean, we're at 85, so it's not terrible. So yeah, man, we're just gonna hit. We're not gonna worry too much about the damage reflection. I don't even understand why it keeps triggering back and all that stuff. I didn't really care. Honestly, I had a mission and a goal, and I had a plan, and the plan was to drop him before he drops me. We are going to just heal back up, so I was prepared to do that. So we do go ahead and we bait out his special one, and I mean that damage counter is still right there. I was debating if I wanted to do a special 2. I don't think I do. I think I just spam special 1s, and honestly that's for that cold snap damage. You see we have 5 on him, so that's going to tick him down really fast. So that's our secondary damage. He might shrug the actual cold. I'm sorry, those are the frostbites. So the cold snap itself was doing some damage, secondary damage, but then he might shrug it, which I knew was a real possibility. But those frostbites, they're not going anywhere, and those are just gonna pop because I never actually punished his heavy with my heavy. I just didn't do it, mainly because that damage reflection is up the whole time, and I think I probably would have eaten a substantial amount of damage. So I just didn't worry about it. And here we're winding down, as you guys can see. I'm trying to bait out one more special one. We're down to 44%. I go for a full combo to drop them, and that's all she wrote for Fat Boy. Moving up to Dragon Man. Shout out to my boy Dimps. So this is a nothing fight. I am gonna have to use a substantial amount of big boy potions there. 3. Oh man, it hurts, plus another one. I think it's a level 4 I have to use. Yeah. So don't knock Dragon Man down. We will again have our secondary damage, because anytime we crit, we will place a frostbite charge on Dragon Man there. The way that you keep Dragon Man in check is you simply parry him. You can do that on this node, so you'll stop his power gain. Rule number 2 for me is barely push him over 2 bars of power. And rule number 3 is allow his specials to tag you on the block, especially the special 1, because that also gets rid of his power charge. Here I was messing up a little bit earlier. What I say by that is I was dexing, and he has MD, so that was giving him more power every single time, which was silly on my part. But yeah, so here we take that on the block, and then when he comes out of it, well, it should have went away, so I guess we didn't take it. But there on the special 1, as you see, we got that ineptitude debuff. It does nothing but serve for willpower. That's why you want it to hit you, actually, so you'll stay topped off. And every single time when he puts that on you, he gets rid of his power gain charge. So that's a pro tip for you guys taking this on path 7. This is an absolute joke fight. Just remember the number 1 rule, which is do not knock him down. hold on to your specials and just fight the fight all the way out, and you're completely fine. So yeah, that's exactly what we did. And I also think we finished with 100% health, if I'm not mistaken, because of those charges that he keeps placing, that we keep allowing him to place on us. So we're losing some ground. He is kind of backing us in our corner. I am conscious of that, so I am pushing him back. We are tactic, so I am burning some of his power every time I'm hitting him. So we're staying under control, but he's over 2 bars of power, so I want to chill out here. I want him to go ahead and throw it. We'll take that on the block. And then, yeah, man, we'll just rinse and repeat. Take that SP1 on the block, and we get rid of that power gain once again. So I could have thrown it here. That would be safe, but I just held on to it. So easy fight. All right, so section 1 is down. So we're going to section 2. We have this void. I'm getting a bit of revenge. It's Mad Dog. Shout out to my boy Mad Dog. So I'm gonna go in with Terrax, and I'm gonna go with Invul Boost. We are immune to poison and shocks, so we won't get those. And as long as you keep your combo, or get 10, then void is a joke. We did die to him earlier in the season with Falcon, so this time I wanted to use Terrax. I'm very comfortable with Terrax, and it's going to go much smoother. I'm just being patient and cautious. We do take some tick damage from his debuffs, but we don't panic. I'm finishing with light attacks to keep the armor breaks up. And yeah, that's how we're going to play it, man. So we do place armor breaks on him when we do use our specials, which I'm aware of. So I, for safety, went with the Invul Boost in case I pushed him to a SP3, because he does have Conflictor on this node, but that doesn't happen. We heavy for a 50k heavy, just under it. It was absolutely satisfying. So down he goes. I would have loved to take Longshot, but that wouldn't have been smart. So so we move up to McLeod. Shout out to my boy McLeod. His rank 5 Galan there, and we're taking it with Terrax. So the danger with Galan is if he gets to 100 mass, then he'll go into the harvest and you'll take substantial damage. So to prevent that, you need to consistently knock him down with specials. Your special 1 and special 2 take off so much mask, and that's basically what we're going to do here. We're going to allow him to throw his special 1, and I'm going to cycle my special 2s. The special 2s does give us a power gain buff. On top of that, I am max boosted with the big boy boost power backs, so that equals more power so we can stay in this race. Actually, I've used 2 special 2s, and he's only used 1 special 1. So now we're going to bait out that special 2. That's fine. That gives him 80 mass. I'm going to do a heavy. Those heavies are hitting really hard. I'm right back at another special 2. We're going to fire that dude right on off. And again, we're gaining power from this as well. We have our indestructible charges up there, so we can block some of his attacks and not get any damage back, so to speak. Then we go for another SP2. It takes him all the way back down to 0 masks. So we're just kind of chilling here. I do 1 more heavy. I thought he was going to go ahead and punish me with SP2. He didn't. I go full combo into a special 2, and that's lights out, man. It doesn't get any easier than that. Love Terrax. Absolutely love bringing him to war. This one I almost forgot. I had this Longshot mini, and I recorded as soon as the fight started. It was crazy. All right, so I almost killed myself here. Basically, it's one-eyed open. So my fatal mistake here was throwing my special 3. It's okay to throw it, but you see he has that incinerate debuff on him, so I was waiting that out because he's absolutely melting. He's almost dead, but then immediately I throw mine. I should have let that expire and I would have been fine. He would have came out stunned, of course, but had I not hit him, I would have been fine. But since he's taking all that incinerate damage, you saw just one. I was already half health, and then just 1 tick took a significant amount. If he would have ticked out, I probably would have died first. So that was a near-death experience. Don't do that again. Pro tip, guys. He works, but you got to be careful with how do you utilize him. Last fight for me is Atuma. I've been taking Atuma on 49 and Kendrick. I'm very, very comfortable with Sunspot because he nukes them very, very quickly. Iceman works as well, but he's very, very slow. And the longer the fight, the more damage you take, and the more room you have for error. So I'm switching my Mystic power backs for that fight with Gore to the mutant ones so I can take on Atuma here. I was thinking I was going to throw SP2s. I think I threw one SP2, so I mean it helped, but it was pointless to use the power back. I should have just used the attack one, but it's okay. So longer fight. We're gonna take damage, but Atuma is tactic and we are tactic as well. So there's the SP2 that I used. It took up a considerable amount of damage. It did get rid of our ice armor, and that's only because I got pushed to it. I think my choice here was a power start 1, was it, or was it a combat region? I can't remember, but either way, yeah, he's going down quite nicely. You have to worry about his hydration stacks. He will eventually, if you stay in long enough, get to too many. There I didn't punish because there's too much yellow there. I didn't know if that was an unblockable or not. Instead it was a precision and a cruelty. That's why I didn't punish, because I didn't want to get whacked. But other than that, man, you saw we're down to half our health basically, but he's almost out of it. So yeah, man, one more tap, down he goes. And yeah, man, 6 fights, 3 minis, not too shabby. And the good news is we got a donut. We got another donut for the season, so I'm very proud of the team. We're coming together, so hopefully we can perform well these last 2 wars, and ultimately we end up taking this one, guys. So yeah, they played their best, and we are looking like we are playing really, really well again, so I'm very happy about that. But that's it. Like and subscribe, guys. Help us grow. Follow me on Rumble. All links in the description. Peace.